around the Department of Defense. This is your daily news brief.
Reducing the nukes. I'm Mark Weeks.
For decades, the United States has led the world in efforts to reduce the role and number of nuclear weapons. The U.S. nuclear weapons stockpile has drawn down by more than 85% from its Cold War high.
Testifying before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee on the current state of arms control efforts, Defense Department officials told members of Congress the U.S. is committed to its long-held arms control, non-proliferation, nuclear security objectives, and to the goals of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. But there are other issues.
Unfortunately, Russia and China have chosen a different path and have increased the role of nuclear weapons in their strategies and actively increased the size and sophistication of their nuclear forces.
While the U.S. assesses Russia to be in compliance with the new Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty, department officials say the outlook of Russia's arms control behavior is sobering.
President Putin, with great fanfare, announced Russia was developing new long-range nuclear delivery systems. This is troubling given that Russia is also modernizing its growing and increasingly capable arsenal of shorter-range, non-strategic nuclear weapons, which are not covered by New START.
Officials say DoD supports pursuing a prudent arms control agenda, which could include extending New START, provided the outcomes improve the security of the U.S., allies, and partners.
Arms control can contribute to U.S. security by helping to manage strategic competition among states, and we are committed to meaningful arms control that decreases the chances of misperception and miscalculation that can lead to conflict.
Beyond the Horizon, an annual joint exercise designed to build partner nation capacity for civil and military major disaster response and improve relationships, is underway in Guatemala. The U.S. Army South-led exercise will conduct missions to improve the operational readiness of U.S. forces and reinforce region stability and interoperability with ally forces. Engineers and medical professionals from around the U.S. are training and working alongside Guatemalan partners to provide medical, dental, veterinary, and engineering services to the people of Guatemala in rural communities. The Coast Guard, along with partner agencies and Good Samaritans, conducted search and rescue efforts in response to an incident on Monday near Ketchikan, Alaska, involving 2 float planes with a total of 16 people on board. Surface and air and search rescue operations were conducted in a 93 square nautical mile area, which resulted in the rescue of 10 people and the recovery of 6 deceased. Coast Guard assets involved in the search included U.S. Coast Guard cutter Bailey Barco, 2 Jayhawk helicopters, 2 45-foot response boats, and a C-130 Hercules aircraft. That's your DoD News Brief. I'm Mark Weeks. You can find more stories about your military at defense.gov and by using hashtag KnowYourMil.